Hi, my name is Russ, and this is a video game I've been working on that I've been calling JoustVille. You start as an impoverished knight with pretty much nothing to your name except a beginner horse, a tent, and the basic lance that the game starts with. I've got a few little things working. You can put your name and color in, and that gets updated. The purple looks nice. Oh, apparently every time you click that, it changes. All right, save. Now, there's a town you can go into. When you're in town, you can walk around and go to building interiors. Right now, this is a placeholder. It doesn't do anything yet. There are horses you can buy. As you'll see in a second, the different horses have different attributes and stats. And getting to know your horse is important. All the horses are going to be different. They have personalities and attributes that make them different. There's a herald, which will tell you about the town. There is also a town gossip who tells you about your opponents. He will talk about the enemies. You can buy different equipment. There's an armorer, and all of the lances are different. They have different stats. The different equipment does different things. For example, spurs, stirrups, they do different things in the joust. And there is a shop where you can upgrade. Where is it? Why don't you work in shop? Items in your camp. And normally that works. Anyway, that's the tournament arena. There we go, general store. Okay. And one of the things that's important is a training dummy. Now I can go back to my camp. I believe I can view the bracket. This shows me who I'm going to be facing, and eventually there will be information here. The training dummy lets me practice. So the way it works, every horse has a pattern. You got to gallop to match the horse's pattern. Then you have to drop your lance at the right time. And the timing here needs some work. You got to block, and then you got to try to hit when that square is in the center. This gives you feedback and tells you how well you did. My hit was only 91%. So I can ride again, or I can return to camp. Since I didn't get my gallop very good, it's telling me, watch out. There's going to be other cues. Right now, you see all this in the joust. You can pick your equipment. So if you've bought other stuff, it'll show up here. But when you go in the joust, I'm thinking eventually some of these heads-up display cues will be gone. Now these are placeholder art graphics, but the mechanics are the same. You got to drop your lance. This is a faster lance than the other one. Release. Wait till they get close. The later you block, the better. And then I try to strike when it's in the center. Now, unfortunately, my sound effects for the hit don't work. But the game then calculates a score, tells you how you did. So you get best out of 3 runs. Or you get 3 runs, and your score at the end of that is calculated. If there's a tie, you can go to a 4th round. However, unhorsing, a 5-point hit, which is very hard to get, automatically wins. So you could be winning 2 out of 3, go into the 3rd round, get unhorsed. Okay, look, I got a benefit there because I got my gallop perfect, so my horse rears up. So there's some game mechanics in here. You notice how because I got everything right, this target didn't spin around so much. And that's kind of how it works. As you upgrade your equipment, it gets easier to do better at the joust, but your opponents get harder. So now, let's see if I rest, and if I go to town, I can talk to people, and hopefully, I don't think he has anything new to say, but the tavern guy should. If I talk to him, he'll say, ooh, I heard you won. And then he'll tell you about who you're going to fight against, that kind of stuff. So there are different build types. that you can focus on, and it's kind of paper, rock, scissors. So he's telling you the opponent is all speed. You're gonna uh, need to do a certain build to beat that guy. So that's the game. You go now back to the joust. You can, buy. You earn more stuff. You can buy more stuff. That gives you better equipment in the joust. Um, I still got to get my buildings working right. There we are. Um, okay. So the game also keeps track of time. It's only been 1 day. The other people haven't won their fight, so it's not open. Can I go into the armor? Anyway, so clearly some stuff to work on, but that is the core gameplay mechanic. Oh, and you can pet your horse. There's stuff you can do here to increase your bond and the horse's attributes. You can look at the weapons you got, and you can sleep, and that should progress to the next day. So that's my game. I'm looking forward to sharing it with people.